Creator conform is to combat the society we live in today. It's a non-conformist society. It's really non-consumerism, really. It's about providing a service, providing value. And that's how our society, the Western world, used to operate, is that I'm pretty sure that's how unions got started and shit, is because the employee was so valuable. And then they had, in the 80s, they had the layoffs and stuff where the value was in the company. You know, you could buy into the company would create these products to make it seem like your life was easier and more affordable, and look what's happened now. The problem with consumerism, the society we live in, you know, it's indoctrinated into you all the way back into like literally public school. It's engraved in you. Consumerism uses your ego, right? Your desires, your fantasies, for you to make an emotional transaction, which is a purchase, because you're feeling empty on the inside. You're not feeling a purpose. You're not feeling that you're contributing to society, whether you're aware of it or not. That's pretty much what the ego is. It's to mask the fact that you're not contributing to moving humanity forward the way you should be, whether that's starting a family, whether that's starting a business, whether, you know, providing value to society as a whole. Another thing, I mean, like it's completely invested in the things that destroy you, that rip us apart. We're constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's what consumerism does. And these other countries, I think, have picked up on this. You know, they know we're just going to keep, the world economy thrives because of Western countries like America, consuming. That's why everything's shit now. Everything falls apart, because you're just going to buy another one. It's affordable, right? But just as things become affordable, they start taking the things of real value away from you. And I'm not big on like, you know, the elites and stuff like that, but there's clearly, was it George Orwell? It's like he's got a book called like Funny Farm or some shit like that. Any power alone breeds absolute corruption. And creator conform, I don't really want to build a community, honestly, because I don't like when people get together. I don't like when people get into groups, they get this herd instinct, right? Because we're social beings. We're supposed to be interacting with each other. But we're not supposed to be thinking for each other, and that's what happens. People get lazy, they expect someone else to solve the problem for them, and now everyone's following the same dilemma. Everyone's following the same illusion for their dilemma, and they're just chasing their tails. And then, oh, he did this. You're pointing fingers. Nobody's looking at themselves. Nobody's really taking their own personal inventory, their own personal responsibility for their lives, and more importantly, responsibility for the lives of those around them and their impact on them. That's why creator conform exists. Creator conform is so you can get away from your ego. You can get away from your cardinal being, your cravings, your desires, your impulses, your lust, all of that stuff, the 7 deadly sins that derive from the being. You can get away from those and have control. You can use these things as tools. I've talked about it. I stopped listening to music for almost 3 full fucking years. Now, sometimes I listen to music as a tool. Very rarely. It's not for entertainment purposes anymore. I don't and I'm not trying to be a tight ass dude, but I do got to be tight on myself, because, boy, I'll fucking get loose. I'll go out on a sick one real quick, boy, and try to destroy the world around me, because I know, not that it's incorrect, I know that it's not sustainable, and you're seeing it right before your eyes. Consumerism devour itself. Look how disconnected everybody is. That's why I don't want to call it creationism, because that's already a thing when it comes to like religions and stuff, but we have to get in touch with our own creative genius. Everyone has the creative genius. Everyone's got it. Everyone has an imagination. You can visualize things you want in your life, and you can manifest them. You can bring them into the manifestation. This all around me is manifestation. This is it, the physiological. You can do it. And it sucks because there's so many people in this world that just kind of, they really don't get lost in their own thoughts. They don't have much of an ego or something. Everyone's got their own shit, but it hurts when you see people who seem less intelligent, who seem less capable, doing what your heart desires. Because they stick with it and they know it's going to work. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they were in team sports when they were a kid and they learned it then. But it hurts your pride, it hurts your ego. But also it motivates. Because I think about that all the time. I'm like, I ain't letting that joker outperform me on my full potential. I know I'm capable of more. I pull it, my energy is so abundant, it attracts. And it repulses anybody that's on some negative nonsense, some fucking sneaky, steely, fucking conniving fucking bullshit. My energy is so full. I wake up and I'm like, yo, where is this day gonna take me today? And I go out there and I don't always wake up. I'm not saying I wake up stoked every day, but I know how to get there. And by getting there is making sure that I'm tired is not a thought that crosses my mind or a feeling that devours my purpose, my spirit. We're gonna call it the spirit because I don't know what else to call it now. Maybe dive into some of Carl Jung's shadow work. But consumerism is falling. That's the society we've come into. 90s kids were pulled right into it. So the millennials, Gen Z, whatever come after that, it's falling apart, and you're seeing the creator economy thrive. The biggest, most lucrative market there is out there. The creator economy. The people providing value to the world. I believe that, I call it the new money era. We're going to leave, dollars and cents, USD behind. It may not even be crypto. And I think the value is what you're going to be, not even like value you're giving to other people. People are going to investing is going to be putting in to those things that keep the ecosystem, the world, society healthy. That's what's going to make a person it's going to get back on track. I think it's going to get on track in ways it's never been before. So also, if you're into metaphysics and understanding religion, I'm not religious, but I do take the wisdom from religious text, all of them, from a spirit, as if they're speaking from the spirit, not in a literal sense, and I try to apply them and see how that could be working in my life today. Because ain't shit changed, bro. The now has always been here. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't been nowhere. You ain't too late. You ain't too early. You're just on time. Let's walk through a nasty spider web. All right. Rain's letting up. I can get back to setting up the yard. Get out there and give it creator conform. I love y'all. See you on the next one.